Okay. First of all, thank you to the fans. It was a great atmosphere for a football game, and the guys can feel that, and they rose up. I thought all three phases did a nice job tonight, starting with the O-line and D-line. They both put a lot of pressure on the quarterback end, took the pressure off the quarterback end. We ran the ball well, so my hat goes off to those guys. And then individually, there were some nice performances. Juju, it was great to get him going here. 7 catches for 130 yards. Kareem had 28 carries. He spent his bye week in a nice tub, but he's doing good for 102 yards and a TD. And then Kelsey had, again, 9 catches for 70 yards, and Pat had a big day with it was 28 for 39 for 331 yards. And then defensively, Cook with the big pick right there. That was a very impressive catch. And then, it led to points, so that's always a plus. And then Bolton with the 10 tackles. Tershon got a sack, which was great for him. And Watson, McDuffie gets a lot of the credit, and he's playing like an all-pro. And we just kind of take that for granted. But this Watson kid, man, he is playing his heart out and doing a great job for us. So at the other corner spot. And then Bucker was 4 for 5 on the field goal part. And then last, but not the least here, the Royals. My hat goes off to Matt for the job he did there with his crew, and they got their playoff win against a pretty good Yankee team. So impressive. All right, with that, time's yours.
Andy, I know you've seen Travis with the lateral many times in practice and in the games and stuff like that. Worked perfectly tonight. That's just kind of his nature, how he goes, and you guys are fine with him doing that, right?
Yeah, no, we do it every day, and he does a great job, with the decision to do that or not do it. If he doesn't do well with it, I tell him don't come back to the bench. So
we just talked to Samaje, and he was, he's new to the team, so he said he'd never caught one in practice, but he was ready and he'd seen that happen before.
Yeah.
He had to play by him.
Yeah, no, yeah. He's getting a welcome to the crew there. He had another one where, I always tell those guys keep running, because Pat, when he starts moving around, you got to stay on the run. And he got caught kind of pulling up, thinking the play was over, and Pat's pretty amazing with that ball. So, yeah, good lesson to learn. But then he came back and did a nice job on that play.
Hey, Coach, you guys seem to have, you're so good at situational football. In this game, it really didn't come into play, but in the first 4 games, close games, you guys seem to make the right decisions at the right time. Is that something you guys practice, or that's just something that all the success you've had over the years, it just kind of comes into play?
Yeah, listen, I've got good coaches that work on all that stuff and make sure we're in good. We handle the situation. Then during training camp, we spend a lot of time doing that, and we try to review during the season as we go. And so, is there something that'll get by you? Sure, but we try to limit that the best way we can. And I give the credit to the coaches, though, for making sure they have everything covered.
In the context of all the adversity you guys faced with injury to key players, just how proud are you of you guys for being able to find ways to enter the bye week?
Yeah, so these guys, you get tired of me saying it, but they don't flinch on all that stuff. They just, the next guy up and he goes. And so I'm proud of them for that. There's an attitude in the locker room that those guys, it has to start with that group there. And they just know that they trust the next guy is going to come in and do a good job. So it's more of a positive thinking than a negative thinking, where you try to find all the warts. They're not doing that with these guys.
You mentioned Juju, but you guys wanted something from the wide receivers. Boy, did he ever deliver.
Yeah, Juju's a good football player. I mean, he's been a good football player for a long time. So, and he had the one down in the end zone that got tipped, and he felt terrible about that. Then he comes back with 2 huge ones, and that's, he's a pro and does a great job with that. All right, good. Have a good bye week.
Thanks, Coach.